Hello, everyone, and welcome to part two. I love that you joined us. My guest today, Alyssa, she is a trip and she wants to get pregnant now, and it's not happening for her. She's really frustrated. She's got a little anger rolling there, and it's really envious of all of her friends seem to have babies and the baby showers, and she says her body is a failure and really dreads another negative pregnancy test again. And this affects her husband, her life, her friends. I think I've said enough. This is powerful, and welcome to the work. Welcome to self-inquiry. Let's move into part two, time together with Alyssa. I think this one's important. They're all important, but I just trust you'll go back and get what we've missed. But you should be planning a baby shower for yourself. Is it true? No. Now notice when you look at the test and it's negative, how you react when you think the thought, I should be planning a baby shower, making birthing plans.
I get angry and I lose my connection to the day that I'm in. It's like the day that I'm in is wasted.
And notice the images in your head of past future when you think that I should be planning a baby shower, making birthing plans, and the test is negative again.
The images I see are future negative tests. It's always going to be this way.
Yep. So be there.
Okay.
That's always going to be that way. And notice how you continue to react out of that. Think the thought, test is negative. It's always going to be that way. What else?
Like, again. Like a negative again. And I see in the image I see is like myself almost having another little tantrum, like tossing the test in the garbage and like I suck at this.
Yeah.
Am I doing something wrong? It's never going to happen.
Notice how familiar that is.
Yeah.
Notice,
Extreme.
how old were you when this competitive thing started? You can't fail things started. You need to win.
Yeah. Very, very young. I feel like grade 2.
So it's not new. It's just carried over to any endeavor you set your mind to, and that's one that's so important you're failing at.
Yeah.
But I would question you're failing at it. Like you have a choice?
Yeah. I know this one is not my business.
That's really good to know. And who would you be without the thought, I should be planning a baby shower, making birthing plans? When you look at the test and it's negative.
It's like, okay, if I couldn't think that thought, I see I would smile, toss it in the trash, like with levity. And then I would go into my day and I would sit in my meditation in peace and I would write in peace. I would go to the gym happily. I would enjoy the freedom that I have in my life right now. And I would,
Because you could be pregnant soon.
so I better soak it up. I would just, it's almost like I picture myself like I would almost skip from the bathroom to the kitchen to start my day.
And notice your husband watching that shift.
It would take a lot off of his shoulders too. And it would make him happy. Like he feels happy when I feel happy. Like I would be in the life that I have now. It's so, I don't know how to, it's just it's like I would just be right
In the
now.
life that you have now without the pain,
Yeah.
without the suffering.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I would be like ecstatic in it. My life is so, it's like a dream right now without the suffering.
You know, as you were talking, it occurred to me like, and I don't mean this disrespectfully,
Please.
but your husband becomes your baby. There he is. You're going to hold him and love him and cuddle and give that to you and him, and it could make, a big difference in your sexual life. Maybe more of an invitation if it's really authentic and
Mm.
you're not, that's not the purpose. But if I'm a baby wanting to come into the world, that might be a pretty cool environment. I mean, it's, yeah, yeah, but you've got one in your house, and he could be missing you a lot when you
Yes.
how you react when you believe the thought, I should be pregnant now, and you're, I can. You're gonna go take a test. He's going, oh,
I
holy
know.
moly! I hope it's positive not to have a baby, but so we can have breakfast together in a whole new light.
That is so funny. I hope it's positive so we can have breakfast together. Katie, that really lands.
Honey,
Oh my God. Yeah. I hope it's positive so we can have breakfast together. That is so funny and so, yes.
well, look at the difference in that
Yeah.
as coming out of the bathroom with a negative. Oh, there's a big price to not understanding the gift of what's beautiful, negative or positive.
Mm.
Big price to pay, and it's not life doing it to you. It's your state of mind, what you're thinking and believing, and the trance of past, future. Those
Yeah.
girlfriends with babies, and you without, and it's something wrong with you, and all this stuff, and just being old and bitter so young.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, sweetie, so your body is a failure, useless, and a burden. Turned around, my body is,
My body is a success. It is useful and a gift.
yep, yep.
That's true.
When you're not at war with whatever, whatever, the gift of life will show you in your testing. Not pregnant, a gift. Pregnant, a gift. Equal if you're sane. Yeah. Because
Yeah.
there are babies all around you.
I got two in my house.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, you sure do. You sure do. Good, good that you see that. You can
Yeah.
play. You can play. I think that makes a healthy physical environment. Well, I know that makes a healthier physical environment.
And
That I
it's
can
like
see for sure.
I'm like, oh, I want to make a little nursery. Ooh, I want to buy the baby little clothes. It's like, well, I could make a really wonderful sleep space for my husband and I. Oh, I could buy us sweet little clothes.
Oh, that's so powerful.
I see it. It's like I want to nurture, and there are people here to be nurtured.
Yeah. And that's an amazing gift.
Yeah. Yeah, that is. Oh,
Oh God, honey, you are into something beautiful. My body's a failure, useless, and a burden to turn around. My thoughts about my body.
My thoughts about my body are failure, are useless and a burden. So true. So, so true.
Okay, let's look at 4.
Okay, 4. Was that in order for me to be happy?
Mm-hmm.
In order for me, this is funny. In order for me to be happy, I need to become pregnant with this next cycle of trying! Exclamation point.
Is it true? Can you
No.
really know true? Can you really? Okay. And notice how you react when you think the thought. Notice that attitude. I should be pregnant. Like you're, whatever power's out there, you're just
Yeah.
ordering it around and it, and
Exclamation.
it's
Within
making
this next cycle, there's like violence or else. Oh my God, that's so funny.
And how do you treat your husband? You think the thought, I need to become pregnant with the next cycle of trying.
I'm like, don't take baths. Don't eat anything bad for you. Like, make sure you get a good sleep. I'm bossing him around too.
See, that's poor mothering.
That's terrible mothering, you're right? That's true. That's so funny.
I mean, the way you treat your husband, who's a fully grown, responsible man that loves you without condition.
Yeah.
The way you treat him is it's a flavor of how you're going to treat your child when they don't make the A list.
Then when you say, then I'm like, oh, thank God I haven't become pregnant yet because I clearly need to practice more on the mother I'm going to be.
Yeah, and if you can't do that before the baby, then those first few months you're too exhausted to do it another way if you haven't set in the practice.
Yeah.
Because you have this baby and then it's your husband is continued to be kept at a distance.
Mm,
Yeah, that's not family.
no.
That's like living with a dictator in the house, and you're doing it to yourself too,
Oh my
or
God,
first,
a
and
dictator.
especially.
To me, to him, to the universe, I'm like, listen up, everybody. This is how it's going to go.
And to the baby.
And to the baby, you're going to come now.
Honey, it's like, and you need to wear this, and you need to because treating the baby the way you treated you maybe all your life at a
Oh,
very
yeah.
young age,
Oh,
just
yeah.
demanding excellence. Let's look at any more on needs.
No, that was not my only need.
Okay, so that's a good one. 5. In that situation,
It's just, I never,
no, number 5.
5 was my body's a failure.
Okay.
We did
Okay.
that. So then 6 was, I never want to see, I never want to see a negative pregnancy test again.
I'm willing to,
I'm willing to see a negative pregnancy test
and
and
I look
look forward to
forward to.
experiencing a negative pregnancy test again.
Okay. And we've been sitting in the why. I look forward to.
Because it's another worksheet.
Yep. It's another worksheet.
And it's another, for what I feel is true, is like if I get another negative, it's like, okay, I get another month of practicing being a mother.
Honey, you've got it. You've got this. And a
Yeah.
wife,
And a wife.
rather than walking
A
around with a
dictator.
sperm bank, like punishing your sperm bank.
It's so funny when we think about it. It's like he's a sperm factory, and I'm like, okay, we need no baths. This is what you're gonna need to eat. It's like I'm fixing my machine.
Yeah, in this practice, honey, chances are, you're about to be pregnant. You don't know, but that is the woman. How you react when you believe these thoughts. That is the woman that is about to bring a baby into that mother, that world.
Mm.
And you don't even need that kind of, you're good without it. Your heart is just so open. But that mind that you move from your head to paper, that's 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 mm, 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 mm. Excellence is loving what is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Appreciating loving what is.
Yeah.
Being
Oh,
what
yeah.
is with or without a child.
Yeah, it's like, and I was listening to one of your podcasts earlier and you were like, can you brush your teeth in peace? Like that is success. And it's like, well, can I brush my teeth as a good mother to myself? Can I make breakfast for us as a good wife to my husband?
Oh,
And
that
then
is
I've got it.
beautiful. Yeah, and to do that, just notice your thoughts and just put them in just write in whatever you have, your phone, your text, whatever. And that 99-cent app,
Yeah.
you know about that? That 99-cent app on your phone, it's all of you that don't know about it, it's 99 cents, and you pay that once, and you have it like is forever. And so you can just, when you feel that thing come up, just write it down, get excellent at self-realization because you are excellent about it, but your ego can talk you out of it. But when you notice another tantrum, you may find yourself awake and just witnessing this not I that is just so this old one that, I mean, it's a whole new you. This is what this work give you. There are two yous, It's
Mm.
basically, there's one that's upset and then there's one that has a good life. And to just witness her without condemning her as doing it wrong. Just notice this dear one is believing her thoughts, and be be gentle and understanding and move her thoughts to paper and sit in it and savor from lack of love, lack of the experience of love. The ego's job is to override it, but it doesn't shift love. Doesn't change it, doesn't move it, doesn't affect it. Just attempts, it's an override.
Mm.
Yeah. Oh, sweetie, I just love sitting here with you, and I bet that I'm not the only one. So, Roy, honey, your takeaway.
Good morning.
Yeah. Hi, Roy. Hi.
Hi, good morning. Good to see you.
Good to see
Oh my
you.
God. Thank you for being here. I'm so grateful that I live right now on this planet to experience a flawless, beautiful life. Thank you for teaching us. Alyssa, at the very end, when you were like, I'm going to nurture myself and my husband as the baby, I really love that. But my takeaway is from the very beginning when you asked, I want to be pregnant now. Is it true? And I feel like we're all waiting. It's going to be a yes or a no. And then Alyssa said, well, maybe I need to sit in that. And so it just takes the pressure off of having to answer right away. And then, Katie, you said something you do a lot of, just a spontaneous, casual thought. You said, who knows? She might get pregnant while you're sitting still. And it's when you're loving what is, not just anything's possible, but everything's possible. And so that's my takeaway.
Oh, honey,
Yeah.
that is so beautiful. I love that. Thank you for popping in.
Yes, ma'am. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Oh my. Mm. Dinah.
Thank you so much. Let me lower the hand. I don't know. I'll get to it later. My question was, when leading more than one person through the work, how do you, when you're working with one person, you're really into that belief, like you just showed us for that whole hour, how deep you were able to go. How do you get somewhere near that if possible when you have more than one person in a room trying to get a limiting belief and do the work around it?
You
Group.
judge them as a group, or just do one person at a time on a worksheet,
Okay.
or all together. Give me an example of a closer example of multiple of what you said again.
Oh, we start with the work basically, or Martha Beck's tools in there, but mostly I always end up tending to go to the work because it's so genius. And then from there they have this idea, once we have framed it, reframed it, what if you never had it, the whole thing. And then after that, so it's fresh in their minds, each person goes into his own journey. We go into breath, we go into sound, we do it with or without supplements. And so it becomes, what happens is with this whole turnaround in their mind, they're going deep into this meditation that gets them so deep in that when they're down there, that's when their mind is on that work already. So it's able to work in a whole other way. And then when they come up, they're like, it's really incredible. So that's
Yeah.
why I think it's so important for each person to understand their own belief.
And your question again?
Is how do I make it more specific? In a group, I would say, for example, to be stupid, okay, today we're going to talk about the limiting belief of self-worth. Everybody has it. We all know about it. Let's dive in. That would be like a common belief, let's say everyone in the room more or less has, or, self-love, lack of self-love. So I would, instead of like, let's do that topic today, I want it to be like if we were doing a one-on-one, like judge thy neighbor, what's going on with you in your life. They'll start to talk about their own personal scenario with their limiting belief. So then we specifically talk about that. But in a group, you can't really, if each person needs to go on their own individual journey, having one group limiting belief is confusing to me, or is it? Clearly, I'm confusing you.
Well, there are I use the term universal beliefs, things that we all, every language in the world, we all hold.
Mhm.
It's no one loves me, or there's something wrong with me, or him, or her. Or, something terrible is going to happen. And on these core beliefs we all hold. I'm not sure where you're coming from. I really haven't heard a question that I can respond to. But where my mind goes, as clear as you are and what you're saying, which I really get. Number one is who or what bothers me, or am I angry at, or hurt me, like number one on the Judge and Neighbor worksheet. And you just fill it in. It's personal. It's personal. And then in that situation where you've anchored, the way we watched our teacher Alyssa do today, what do you want? And so there's 6 questions there that are very clear, where you anchor in number one, that time and place, as you fill in the worksheet. And then as you question what you've written, you continue to stay anchored in that same situation. Now, when you're with someone, like when you're with a group, just follow and do what they do, and follow this simple direction, and take your own journey, and under that guidance, and focus on in this case what Martha and all of you, any teacher you sit with, or any religion you've got.
Mhm.
You could go to church on Sunday and just listen. Just listen. And if you experience something beautiful, good on that. And if you have like an argument that shows up with something, it's a worksheet when you get home. So you can touch what matters within yourself. And when you touch that, it's good and beautiful, and it's a way of seeing the world and people in it that is the opposite of Pollyannish. It's real deal. It's I think in the Bible it says, "Love thy neighbor as thyself." Well, self-inquiry can give you that, and it's not going to cost you anything. You're going to inherit a whole world. We're so afraid of um, of each other, of someone or something in our life, and that's suffering. And it doesn't mean you have to go where they go or do what they do, but you can care and understand. Care enough to understand. If you believed what they believed, you'd have to be the same. And that, there's no difference. And again, Dinah, was the question, how do you yourself lead a group in self-inquiry? I hope that I have answered that.
I think listening to you, perhaps I take an hour or two and then let each person go through the judge thy neighbor thing with each person, so everybody really gets. It may not be as in depth as you taking 1 hour for one person, but each person will be able to then at least get their own story out with the
What I do is I work with people, like I'm doing an event where we just start from the beginning. We fill in the worksheet together, and then we do one belief. And then we fill in a worksheet, and I do the work with you. It's just 1, 2, 3, which is what we witnessed with Alyssa today. And how do you do self-inquiry with a group? What I do when I'm with a group of people is I work with a couple of people, and then I pair them up. Everyone, I've already walked them through filling in the worksheet, and then they all fill in a worksheet. And then I work with someone, and then I ask everyone to pair up. They do that. They don't need a teacher. And I have staff that walks around, or you could be the one that walks around and support people if they raise their hand. But if no one raises their hand, I assume that they're doing fine together. And so one facilitates their partner, and then at some point their partner facilitates them. And then afterward, we have, I ask, did anyone have difficulty? Do you have any questions? And then, we continue to do it that way.
Mhm.
And I do it differently. That's my basic fave, because I know no one holds more wisdom than any other human being. I hold no more wisdom than any other. It's all equal. It's just that the ego is taking up a space where we can't, we're out of touch with what is immovable. It's immovable. That thing that is wisdom, love. So, yeah, the more work you do, if you're talking about, the work, this worksheet and self-inquiry, those 4 questions and turnaround, then I can tell you when I'm sitting with people, having them filled in, I just trust that everyone is getting what they need. And I just try to be as clear in my directions as I can possibly be. Yeah.
That's fantastic. Thank you so much. And I got to get it just from you because I've been trying to put this together in my mind, but that really helps me a lot. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And I might add too that I'm the student, and I don't fool myself. Everyone that shows up is there to enlighten me. It's not the other way around.
Mhm.
Okay, honey.
Thank you.
And love to our Martha.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my. Melissa.
Hello, hello.
Hi, Melissa.
Hi, Byron Katie. I
Hi.
felt so similar to you, Alyssa. I also want to be a mom and I also want to have a child. And I also think about that a lot. So I'm glad I came on live to hear you and see you transform. And it was so enjoyable to hear and see Byron Katie laugh. And then for you to also laugh and for both of it was really medicine for me. And the takeaways I have are to not boss God around, to not know. Like another takeaway was that this is great preparatory time. As you said, Alyssa, you're like, whoa, I'm actually like, I've had an aha like you recently, but yours like came from a deeper process today. I feel when you said, wow, I'm actually glad I don't have a baby yet because I can prepare to be a better mom for when I am. That was so beautiful to be
Isn't that
thankful to not,
profound?
so profound to be thankful to not have the thing you thought you wanted yet. And so it gives me chills because I'm also in that process and I'm almost at that place where if I never have a child, I'll be okay. Like I want to do more worksheets to be so okay with if I never had my own biological birthed baby in this lifetime. Like I want to be that okay with it. And thank you, Alyssa. I hope we can keep in touch. Maybe we can keep doing worksheets on this. So thank you for both of you. Thank you.
You know, and also, honey, you are the child to raise. I can say that about myself. I'm still raising her, and it's a joy. Oh my. Shannon. Hi, Shannon.
This was so beautiful today. This
Yeah.
was so beautiful today. Thank you, Alyssa, and thank you, Katie. And I think I mentioned some abdominal pains a couple months or a couple weeks ago, and I said, "How do we work through pain?" Well, we just found out that we're pregnant, and I wanted to let you know that on the other side of that, I'm having some hormonal issues and stuff. So even the sound of being pregnant, you think it's like this exciting thing, and me going through it, I want to remind you, Alyssa, that it comes with its slew of hardships, like low energy. You want to sleep all day. Like you do lose yourself in a sense. It's a beautiful experience, but I think oftentimes when we look forward to something, we forget to look at the other side of that because we're so eager. And so, and it's a beautiful thing. But Byron Katie, I also wanted to ask you, with these fluctuations in hormones that I'm experiencing, sometimes I'm just kind of sad, and I don't know if it's something I'm necessarily thinking or believing. It's just a mood. Is that okay to just have a mood
Oh,
without
oh my
like?
gosh. Yes, you don't have to. Oh, just let it be. Let it be. Sadness is a beautiful thing like that. What you might name as sadness, maybe it's something else. Maybe it's just what peace looks like, what gifting looks like. I just say it again.
So I'm experiencing with I believe what to be a fluctuation in estrogen and progesterone. Hormonal fluctuations cause me sometimes to just feel flat. And it's not, I'm trying to analyze, well, what am I thinking and believing to feel so down? Because some days I'm super excited and other days I'm just no energy, sad. And I'm trying to like analyze that.
For me, it would just be a time to rest in whatever I'm doing or not doing, just to flow, and do my best and do what's kind. And if I'm, let's say, working, just do my best and let it be what it is. Allow it to be what it is without trying to stop it or change it or anything. Just The absence of war with it. I think that's what I could say that would sum it up. The absence of war with it. Yeah, because it's comparison, the ego's favorite trick. If you didn't compare it with anything else, then there's your answer. It's a gift. It can never be anything other than that. The ego would say differently, but yeah.
Yeah, so it's possible to have moods without thoughts.
Yeah, it's the ego that would call them moods, and you'd have to have believe in a past before you'd even know there was a change. You understand?
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Peace is not up and down or left or right. It's an experience. It's what I refer to as loving what is, and even if you're hanging over the toilet, vomiting from morning sickness, it can be fascinating. Just fascinating.
Moving through it, moving through life. It's all beautiful, Pregnant, beautiful, not pregnant, beautiful. Pregnant with, and I was thinking with Alyssa too, she's pregnant with all these beautiful ideas of her creativity that's waiting to be birthed. And that's beautiful.
Yeah, she's she's going to be an excellent friend to herself, and like we've heard the term Earth Mother. I think we just witnessed one, and another one with you, sweetie, having popped in several times. We just what a great thing you're going to make. My gosh, you and Alyssa on something beautiful, something truly beautiful. Kavika. This, if you just shift the term mother to father, it's same. We're talking about sameness here, states of mind. So it's not just a woman thing. Kavika.
Yeah, thank you, Katie, for mentioning this about how just let it be. If you're tired, to just let it be and be curious about where that takes you. It gives up a lot of freedom and yeah. So
Yeah, the world doesn't mind. It goes on, and it seems so.
yeah, it feels like a relieving. And I have my oldest daughter also lost her pregnancy or first time. And then she did some research, and she's very much like you, Alyssa, of she is successful in everything she's doing. And she did some research around her body kind of doing this natural abortion. So she started to inject herself with hormones in order for her to keep the baby. And now she's 12 weeks pregnant. But when she started to do that, I wish that she would have done the same work as Alyssa did, to just really be good to her body and to just allow her to heal from her childhood traumas and to allow for her immune system to relax and to just kind of have a softer way of welcoming a child into her womb. That was my wish as a grandmom. I feel tearful about it right now, but I also feel like I've done the work around it and being able to just see her beauty in what she's doing and to just stop myself from judging her and putting my dictatorship on how she should do it. And it was just so beautiful to be able to acknowledge her for her strength, and she's going for what she wants no matter what. And it's painful. It's like there are like these kind of blue dots on her belly all over, and she's doing it. And to be able to be able to see that beauty is also, it feels like contradictory, but it's not. It's like, and that's how the work feels like, that it doesn't matter where you go, you can say the opposite.
It's not as though we can change our daughters, but we can love them.
Exactly.
And respect their choices. And if they need us, they certainly ask, because look at you, you're so available.
Yeah, so Alyssa was showing me a little bit more into my daughter's world as well, with all these thoughts. I mean, I recognize that.
I have a thing that supports me a lot with my children. It's in situations as I imagine yours to be, is like, I had a thought, would you like to hear it? And then Roxanne might look at me and I might get the look, and that's a no.
Yeah.
But I have a thought, would you like to hear it? I don't get no's for my children. I just live as an example, and whether it be negative or positive, through their eyes, they've got one, and we all have that equally. And but I think the greatest gift I can give my children is listening and understanding. And I'm just hearing all of that from you, Kavika.
Yeah, I'm learning, and there is a lot to work on still, because this thing about being, it doesn't matter if it's positive or negative, it's in my life when it comes to what I love, working with people. And
that's a great example.
If they come or if they don't, I have a really big issue with both of it. So it's just like I'm caught in this place of, if I'm anxious if they come and I'm anxious if they don't. So it's just like I'm in that place of seeing it. Just like,
so if they don't, be relieved.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm kind of
it's
getting
like
a little bit in that
happening.
place.
Yeah, it's a gift either way. If they come, oh, so beautiful. If they don't, enjoy the peace. Thank you, honey. Okay, dears, thank you all. Alyssa, thank you for being our just exquisite teacher today. Oh boy, your open mind is, that's the treasure. So thank you all for showing us the way, and thank you all for something beautiful today. And thanks to your contributions, we're here every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday by some grace. Thank you. By the way, everyone, if you enjoyed this podcast, please give us a 5-star rating and review on iTunes. It really matters, and thank you for that. I love that you join me every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday from 9 to 10 a.m. Pacific time at homewithbk.com. Let's do the work.